Good morning. It is Friday, May 11th, and once again, I forgot to do an intro, where I show you, okay, this is the project I'm going to be working on this morning. But in my defense, this time it was because my Mania start or Mania whip from last year was a whip that I carried over to this morning. So that's why I didn't. If I can figure out how, I'll insert a short clip here. Here's where I am at. So I started, I'm not sure where I was at midnight, but all of this is new to as of last night and this morning. I would be a lot further, but my A was in the wrong place, and therefore all of this had to be ripped out. And then I got it completely redone, and I added in these two little gold pieces, and it's time to switch projects. So that kind of sucked, but what can you do? So now I'm going to work on my secret ATC for about 30 minutes. Then pack everything up, and excuse me, I drank a soda and it is just getting to me. And then I'm probably crochet a little bit until my relief gets here. So that's where I'm at. Tonight will be a new start, and of course some more work on foxglove. So happy stitching, y'all. I'll see you in a little bit. Hello, it is just after 8 o'clock, May 11th. That makes it Friday. I'm just about to get started on my stitching. She's back again, every day, every day, every day. So I think I only have to put 75 stitches in her today, so it's gonna go pretty quick. And then I'll be pulling out a new start. A new start. So I've had an eventful day. This morning my relief was late, so I had to go to her meeting for her, but then she decided to show up at the meeting, which is not what's supposed to happen. So then I came back and sat at the shack, and so I was already kind of in mood, ready to go home, go to bed, start all over. On the drive home, I hit a deer with my truck, and luckily it didn't do a lot of damage, but still, I hate that it did any. I dented the front bumper, like underneath the headlight, just like right there on the corner. It's bent in, and it doesn't like push on the tire. There's nothing behind there, so literally we should just be able to bang it out and it'll be fine. It could have been a lot worse, but still. We have lived here almost just over 4 years now. My hair's a mess. We've lived here just over 4 years now. We've lived here off and on since I graduated high school, and this is my first time ever hitting a deer. My brother-in-law has probably hit half dozen or more just in the last couple years since we've lived here this time. My mother-in-law's hit a few, so the fact that I've gone this long without hitting one is a really good thing, but what can you do? So I got home and I told the kids, I was like, I need to get up and go to school. I'm not in the mood to mess with you today. Because you know how it is, especially on Fridays. Nobody wants to go to school. And we're so close to the end of the school year that they're really dragging their feet. They're ready to be done. So, yeah. I've got a crazy week coming up because my husband and I both, our schedules are different. We have a pretty regular schedule. I'm typically off either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. There for a while, he always worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the last few weeks it's been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday. They've given him an extra day. And this week, I'm working straight up till Wednesday because Thursday I leave for the Mirabilia Minions retreat. And he's working like Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So he's off Tuesday and then Friday, Saturday. It's going to be a crazy week. The kid, my daughter has her school tests, the yearly exams. And son's just kind of there. They both have baseball games this week. It's hectic. Very hectic. So, I'm going to get to stitching, quit talking and being all distracted like, and I will check back in with y'all when I pull out my new start for tonight. I hope y'all are having lots of stitching, and I'll see y'all in a few. Hey there. We're already back. It's just after 9 because I seem to always do this thing where I start the video, I pull this out, I'm like, hey, I'm going to be working on this. See y'all in a few. And then as soon as I turn off the video, I pick up my phone and get lost in Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So I never immediately start this. But still, I started it fairly quickly. I put 80 stitches in it. That happens sometimes. I'll go over, but I still only count, like for the challenge, I only count whatever they assigned. But when it comes to my count for the day, I use the number that I actually stitched. So, here we go. Lighting is crap. Here, I'm going to slide down. Okay, so I think I did a little more here. Maybe not. I don't think so, actually. I think I started coming around this edge. I was trying to use threads that were hanging. If I was close enough to where they needed to go to be able to stitch them without having to count too far. So, I did the dark brown and then this goldy brown here. I finish up some of the, I say C because that's the symbol that's on the chart. That color around here, and then some of this dark pink in here. So, nothing too big. 80 stitches doesn't go very far on this thing. But still, she's coming along well. She's changing quite a bit. I need to remember to do a like before and after on the focus piece. Like the before on, because I do it before and after daily, but like the first day of the month and then the end of the month, so you can see how far it actually changed it, focusing on it every day. So I know that it won't get me, I mean, 3,075 stitches is more than I'm gonna do in one night of working on it, which is all I can ever guarantee a piece during a month. And even coming up with all these new starts, I may not be able to do that. But it's a year of whip piece, so it'll always get work done. That's more than I would get done in one night on it, so it is good progress, but still, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just muttering along. Okay, so new start. I don't have the pattern. That's not it. Because it's a digital pattern. Well, I mean, it's in a magazine. I get my magazines digitally, so yeah. Here, let me pull out my book, because then I can at least tell you where it came from. My front cover's falling apart. I need to fix it because all my pictures are starting to blend into each other. I got the 75 foxglove. I need to write foxglove on here. Hold on. This helps me to know what I worked on that month, but also I'm not repeating any this year. So that helps me to remind me that I'm not repeating any. Projects, new starts. update that. Alright, this pattern is called Stitching Witch. I got it from the Just Cross Stitch October 2014 magazine. Apparently it only uses 2 colors. I'm going to have to go pull my floss box. I didn't put them in there. Okay, and I'm putting it on this Opal Lugana 28 count in Dreamsicle by Under the Sea Fabrics. I got this one as a fabric of the month in 2015 maybe? No, wait, we're in 2018 to 2016 because I didn't do, I started fabric of the month in 2016. I think I paid for like 2 months and then I couldn't afford it anymore, so I let it lapse, and then I started again this last fall, right after the Austin stitching retreat. So this is just a piece from way back then. And so that is that. See? And the designer is Maria Warmke. But it's a magazine pattern. Ooh, can't think today. Can't think. So I'm gonna get this updated. I'm gonna have to go pull the floss because I apparently did not put it in the kit. But it's just 2 colors, so that's not a big deal. And get these updated. I'm putting them in the wrong order. And get to stitching. So I will check back in with y'all at midnight when I switch to my whip for the day. I believe it's Fairy Tale Land. So see y'all. Good morning. Or good night, or whatever. It is just after midnight. It's a little ways after midnight. My husband called, so I didn't do this right at midnight, but I did stop at midnight and I counted. So here is where I got on my start. It's almost half finished, actually. This is a pretty small one, and the pattern is just black DMC on white fabric is what it calls for. I'm changing some stuff out. So the words are in 550, which is, you know, a rich purple, and then there's like these little stars or bubbles or whatever you want to call them that are coming off the stitching that I'm going to do in some gold metallic. My food's ready. Okay, so up here there will be a witch's hat, and it'll say Stitching Witch, and it'll be all done. So I'm ready to put that up. Fairy Tale Lands 2 is my whip for this morning, so y'all will see that on tomorrow's video. I feel like I had something else I wanted to tell you. And no, I think it was that I changed the DMCs. So anyways, that was Mania the 11th. Right? Yeah. So I worked on Quotes to Live By this morning, Foxglove for the Focus this afternoon. Oh, and my ATC in there. Y'all just don't ever get to see that. And then the new start after Foxglove, which was Stitching Witch. So I am going to my husband's watching a show and he just texted me about it, and it's really funny. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm going to eat my dinner because it's dinner for me, and then I will pull out Fairy Tale Lands 2. So I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all tomorrow.